The work reframes the European Union as a shared spatial structure. Cyprus appears both as a host and peripheral within the wider continental system. The geography table map. Each porcelain plate corresponds to a capital city and port. Each one is inscribed with the exact distance from Larnaca, Cyprus, in kilometers by air and in nautical miles by sea. The plates are positioned according to their actual distance, sea distance, not politically alignment, not economic power, only measurable geography. The banquet table is 80 centimeters by 6 meters, 6.15 meters. The surface is layered with hand-painted tablecloths, creating a maritime surface. Each porcelain plate corresponds to a capital city and port. A cast megaphone, oh my God, it's heavy, is placed at the head of the table next to the Cyprus plate. On this table, the plates are 27 in total, 1 for Cyprus and 26 EU member states. All plates have been hand-painted. Each plate is inscribed with exact distance from Larnaca, Cyprus. On the table are also 27 cocktail glasses filled to the rim with a sea blue cocktail, a mixture of blue liqueur and salted carbonated water, positioned in relation to each EU member state, a measurable, drinkable, navigable field. The plates are positioned according to their actual sea nautical mile distance from Larnaca, Cyprus, Eastern Mediterranean, Black Sea proximity, Central European concentration, Western extension, and Atlantic and Nordic regions. Within this system, visually on the table, Cyprus remains structurally isolated at one end of the configuration, while simultaneously positioned as a host. The arrangement of the plates of the table follows the same logic. Cyprus, the closest one, is Piraeus. Then it's Sofia. The port is Varna, 841 nautical miles. Then we have Constanza, 888 nautical miles. Malta, Hungary, Italy, Slovenia, France, Croatia. Prague is 2,305 kilometers. You can't get to it by sea. Okay, Slovenia, you still can't get to it by sea, and then we're back to sea. Valencia, Spain, 1,643 nautical miles. Luxembourg, no sea. Austria, no sea access. But then we have Ireland, 3,084 nautical miles. And Portugal is 3,828, Lisbon, 2,187 nautical miles. If you go by air, it's the furthest by air from Cyprus, but now we're doing nautical miles. We have Hamburg. There's a placemat for UK, but there's no UK plate. Rotterdam, Antwerp. Okay, there's Lithuania here. Is it Poland? Yes, Poland, Denmark, Estonia and Tallinn, Riga in Latvia, Stockholm, and the furthest one is Helsinki, Finland. Here you can see the Baltic states together. The megaphone, let's go back to the megaphone. The epoxy megaphone cast is placed beside Cyprus. Let me get myself my chair. It is positioned pointing towards the European Union. It suggests both connection and distance within the European framework. It raises the question, can Cyprus be heard? Cheers to the very end. The megaphone does not resolve this question. It only makes the condition of amplification visible without guaranteeing reception. Now, let's talk about our surprise. The neighboring side table. Behind Cyprus, a smaller table is placed at arm's length, measuring 60 centimeters by 1 meter 20. The table contains the 6 closest countries of Cyprus. There's Lebanon, 108 nautical miles, Syria 111, Turkey 140 nautical miles, Israel, Palestine, and Egypt. The distance is not only measurable in nautical miles, but in physical distance. Beirut, Lebanon here is 1/5 the distance to Piraeus. The secondary table holds shot glasses filled with the same blue liquid. Cheers. They are consumed straight, in contrast to the cocktail glasses on the European table, which are delicately sipped. Conclusion. Within this framework, Europe is not only a political entity, but a maritime field defined by movement, separation, and navigation. Cyprus is a breathing distance to the Middle East, to the Levant, yet culturally and politically, it is European and therefore part of the European Union. The act of gathering at the table becomes part of the work itself. Viewers are invited to join the symposium, both visually and at the same time offered a blue cocktail drink. I'll be making them myself. Perhaps I'll name them Europa Blue, we'll see. So take a seat and be part of it.